Hey, yo.
Yo.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
It's the Miseducated podcast.
Cheer.
Episode 5.
Woo.
Part 2. Thank you for listening to part 1.
Yo.
Hope you enjoy the second part.
There it is.
It's the remix. Hey,
Oh, this is technically a remix.
It's the remix.
Fucking Corey.
You know what I mean?
Corey, what are you doing?
Shimmy into this motherfucker.
Look at the Diddy Bop.
With the
Put
cowboy
Diddy
hat.
Bop on
That ain't
us.
the
This
Diddy
brother
Bop, bro. I'm
shaking his
scared.
funny bones. Shout out to I'm trying to get a cowboy hat endorsement on this goddamn podcast.
Yeah, yo.
So,
If you
shout
make
out to
cowboy hats,
hats.
send them to Corey.
And Birkenstocks.
And Berkey's baby, Berkey's bitch.
But yeah, man.
It's Berkey bitch. You know, like it's Britney bitch. It's
Yo.
Berkey, bitch.
Oh.
You are canceled. You are canceled.
Pause.
It's Berkey, bitch. But
Son.
yeah, if you listen to part 1, thank you for listening. Thank you for
Thanks for getting through part
subscribing,
1,
for
goddamn.
sharing. Yes.
So y'all never answered my question, man.
I answered the question, nigga.
What's the question about like when a girl hits you up, do you automatically assume?
I forgot you even asked that.
I remember-
Is it to fuck?
You know what? Here's the thing with that. Yes.
I'm trying to slide into something when we get up out
Well,
of
hold
here.
on.
I'll be honest with y'all.
My man,
like,
he agrees.
God
He
damn.
But here's the thing, though. It just really depends on the relationship that you, I guess, already have with homegirl. If y'all talking about like the stuff that that y'all know that I be talking about, I'm already assuming that that's what we getting down on when you come over. Or if I'm sliding,
Yeah.
I already know
So I'm gonna speak from a married perspective.
do it.
In my
Okay.
so I think honestly, you should never really assume that you're gonna get some. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think
True.
like, and I'm not gonna say all women, but women do change their mind, man. You just
That's
never
true,
be
that's
no.
true, yeah.
They might
That's
just
true.
hit you up like, yo, come through on some company type.
On
You
some
know what I'm
com-
saying? Hey, let's
I need
hang
some
out.
company.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, shout out to the
I need
Miseducated
some
podcast.
company.
You know what I'm
Bro,
saying? So
that's true.
that's how it be. You cannot assume. man. man. to the Miseducated
Hey.
Yo, what's poppin'?
Hey, sorry for
No, that's all good.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
interrupting. So Kevin just got a DM from one of his followers. He took a picture. There's a Miseducated podcast sticker at a gas station, hey,
We in there.
Yo, was he at Arco? Probably.
Most
it
likely,
looked like an Arco. I see broken glass.
Let me tell
There
you
you
all
go.
something. That was Arco. That was
Yeah.
on the goddamn.
That's fine
get it.
though. We
Kevin,
everywhere.
Tagging the
Let
city,
me tell
man.
you,
Yes.
that's not the only one because I go around like when I'm off on the weekends when y'all niggas is busy, when I'm record shopping, when I'm out trying to find things to do. I always keep them stickers with me so I can stick them somewhere. That's the point of the sticker, I guess.
Just put them on some cheeks.
and I
Yo,
just-
shout out to Kyra, like for
shout
real.
out to her for that.
Yeah, shout
That's
out to
what's
your
up. Shout out to her for paying attention to what goes on a gas.
Okay,
pump.
Dennis, continue.
But yeah, like you should never assume
Right.
with a shorty, man. Just cause you just never know, man. Some of these chicks be lonely. You know what I'm saying? Because they be all wrapped up into their lives, and then I feel like women have a lot of fake friends too. By the way.
Yeah.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So they always get into it, whatever. They be like, man, I want some company, whatever. They might just hit you up on the slide.
That's true.
And also too, girls are always really good at putting cats in a friend zone. Men are not good at putting women in a friend zone.
That's true.
Because it's awkward for us. So you should never
Yeah.
assume that for
Yeah.
sure to hit you up.
You know
that
what,
gonna
man?
smash.
If I asked myself this question years ago when I was like in college, in high school, I would have completely just said, "Oh yeah, I'm fucking." Right away. But now that I'm older, and
You gotta go to
like
Lock and Key first.
yeah, like
Lock
you
and
think
key.
about it, like. Because now that you're a certain age and women are a certain age, and if you experience certain things and in
Yeah.
relationships and all that, like women don't want to have sex all the time.
They don't.
They don't even want you to touch them half the time,
Bro,
Yeah,
that
they don't
is
even want you
so
to
true.
They don't even want you to touch them half the
It's
time.
very true.
So like
So
you
true.
you could just go over. You could just be a companion. Like you don't gotta lick no toes. You don't gotta do none of that. Like you could just sit there and you could just watch Stranger Things with Shorty.
You wanna lick
Nah,
your
bro,
toes,
that's so real because, bro, I will say, man, a lot of times, man, women don't really be. They're not looking for you
Let's
to
be
be
honest. Let's
all
just-
like,
let's call
yo,
it
what's
on.
good? Like, I'm
Yeah.
trying to smash. Like, they do things on their own terms.
Let's call a
bro.
spade
Yeah.
a spade. No. I'm not riding with that completely. Let's call a spade a spade.
Okay.
Well, speak on it, Deacon.
There are women, a lot of women, and I know this because
And yeah,
I know
and
a
I'm
lot
not
of
saying
women.
all
Not
women.
all women.
Yeah.
There are a great deal of women who want sex more than men. Like
Shit, I ain't never met no broad like that. I'm gonna keep it a whole buck.
Oh, then we gotta get you. You get Lock and Key on Sunday, right?
Yeah, bro, but they be playing.
There's no I wish you was going to do say Palooza on Saturday.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's
This
no
nigga
way in the
missing
history
out.
of no
There are
way of
women-
them.
There are women. There are plenty of women out there. Who,
I was just gonna say
What you got,
that
Dave?
what's it called? It's kind of like how everybody's kind of saying. It's all really dependent on the situation. Like if you
Yeah.
know it's a shorty that's really about to give it up.
That's
like,
it.
You know what I mean? Just because that's the kind of energy y'all been had.
You've been on.
And she's like, "Yo, come through." Then all right, you should.
You know what's going on.
To assume, I guess to assume not to, because at the end of the day, consent. But like,
Of course, consent.
the
first.
idea would be like, okay, she's invited me to the crib, and there's a certain ambiance when I walk in the crib. Boom,
Right.
I would assume.
Smell like mad pussy in there.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Ralph's
Like,
bags are ready for you, nigga.
yeah, you know what I mean. You already got the second outfit under, and she's trying to unbutton both your shirts.
I might got 3 outfits on it. Hold on.
But here's the thing too though. I'm gonna say though, a shorty could have the whole candles lit and thinking like, you know what, I'm inviting this dude over.
Just to
We
chill.
gonna get it in, but she could change her mind
That's
off
true.
of just
That's-
the way y'all might just be chilling. You say the wrong thing. She's
Yeah.
like,
And bro, she's like,
I
at the
wish
first-
a
Get 'em outta
broad
here.
would change her mind when
This
I
nigga
had
right
went
here.
over the crib specifically for a slice of butt, and you not gonna give me that? Like you really just gonna play?
You can really scatter.
Bruh,
your ass.
yeah.
Hey, listen, you know what you could do? Just go to her bathroom and just beat off.
No,
it is.
fuck
Good to
that.
go.
Put a little Bon Jovi on.
Yo, hold on.
I'm not.
Throw on the Bon Jovi.
Listen to that. I'm not the type of cat that be like, oh,
Live on
yeah,
a
I
prayer.
got bad shorties, blah blah blah. If I'm really like taking time, if it's the weekend, if I'm taking out time to come
weekend.
to your house, that means I'm zoning in on you
For the
You're
weekend.
the weekend, and I'm fucking coming to your crib. You're giving up the fucking butt. Okay, no
Yeah.
ifs, ands,
Or
just
buts about it.
butts.
Just butts.
I don't know what you thought this was. That's why I had
Logan
the
Green.
conversation with Jimmy a couple weeks ago, like maybe months ago, that I let the broad pick the Netflix. You know why? Because I really don't give a fuck what you throw on. I'm gonna have a face full of puss.
And butt.
Oh shit. You had corn on the cob today. You crazy.
That was the worst.
A little sour cream, goddamn.
No,
You
Little
got
guac-
the
little-
fucking taco truck
little
earlier.
guac-
Cilantro in your shit.
You got a little sriracha on your pussy. Got a little bit.
Niggas pull the cilantro out. Like,
It's a dollop of daisy in this shit.
Oh no, my God.
yo, niggas just pull the cilantro out like Kevin pulled the condom out.
Bro, I've been trying to forget about that. Y'all just
Pull a little pico out the pussy. Yo,
What?
you know pico, like pico de gallo.
Chipotle?
Pico de
Pico de
gallo.
gallo.
Pico de
do you know what
pussy?
Pico the bro? Do you know what Pico the guy would do to someone? Be
Let me tell
Inside
you
of
something.
you,
Come on.
Mike.
So let me tell you something.
Tell us something.
What's happening with Pico de Gallo in Texas? What's
You
happening?
know, if this was, if you already found cilantro and corn in the pussy, why not have pico in the pussy?
Okay, next question.
Look,
Yeah, please. I was actually gonna mention since we're talking about actually no, I'm not even gonna try that. Lil Baby hitting all these records.
yeah, we was talking about that in the chat.
Yeah, yo, he's been out for what, like a year and a
Hold
half?
on, 2 years.
bro,
I got some facts for you.
He's
guys.
dropping them, bro.
Yo, man, like,
I got some
Pause.
facts for your
at this
ass.
point, it doesn't matter like
Streams
who
and
he's
streams.
signed to
Yeah.
or what the splits are or whatever the
Whatever,
situation
bro.
is with him. The numbers that he is putting up,
Yeah, it's
Ridiculous.
that
let me-
man is getting paid.
So let me give you guys a little
Crazy.
insight.
He's on his Gucci man right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So he's independent.
Here
And
it
here's the
comes.
thing. The shit that he's coming out with. I mean, I like Lil Baby. Shout out Lil Baby. Shout out to all the niggas. That
yeah, he
really.
make dope music.
But the nigga is the stuff that he's releasing is. I mean, it ain't just no trash music. It's some shit that you can actually put on and ride to.
it's not no mysterious shit.
Yeah, it ain't no shit. You can, for the most part, you can understand what niggas saying. So, but shout out Lil Baby for that. And goddamn, I'm gonna give you a little insight on what we're talking about.
Hold on,
So-
we talking about the baby.
No, we're talking about
No,
Lil
Lil
Baby.
Lil Baby.
We're talking about
Okay.
Lil
The
Baby.
baby's
Lil
dope too.
Lil Baby. I mean, yeah, the baby's tough.
a lot of babies out here.
Both of the
Yeah,
babies,
it is.
Hella.
goddamn.
Only
But,
baby that's not dope is Baby.
And none of them is mine.
Well, Baby did also.
Single, you
He
know what I'm
was at
saying?
the
I
time.
like salsa and beer, you know. walks
Here
on the
this
beach.
nigga go.
Are y'all
Sauce and
finished
beer.
or are y'all done?
There you go.
So Lil Baby now has 18. That's 1/8 platinum plaques for singles alone.
Just let
crazy.
y'all know how much of a player I am.
Man, QC out here, man.
Bruh.
And
Because they
over-
got, what's it called? They got Migos, they got City Girls, they got
Yeah.
Yachty, they got
Cardi's.
By the
Cardi's
way, I
managed by QC.
told Jimmy what I tell you Yachty sound like.
Like robot.
No. Hey Jimmy, I said Yachty sound like his voice was made on GarageBand.
Yeah.
He do. That nigga do
His
sound like
voice
that.
is something else, bro. Shout out to Yachty
Shout out
though, man.
Yachty.
Shout out Lil
So-
Boat.
He a real positive little nigga.
Yeah, he is. He's dope.
18 platinum plaques for singles alone. Over 8 billion streams in 2 platinum albums. He's only been out for 2 years.
streams.
But let me give you some more. So the actual Recording Industry Association of America, that's the RIAA, ladies and gentlemen.
Drip to hard.
The niggas who certify your albums, that's who I'm talking about. So Drip Too Hard, as my man Dennis just said, that's 5-time platinum.
Jeez.
The Lil Baby freestyle, which I don't know if niggas listen to that, shit's hard.
Nope, I have not.
That's 3 times platinum.
Okay.
Yes, indeed, with Drake, that's 3 times platinum. Close Friends, I know Close Friends. I know a lot of these tracks. That's another 2 times platinum. Then here goes his just solo platinum album. I'm not solo, but single platinum. Life Goes
Those
On.
are all albums.
No, these are just singles right here.
Oh yeah.
Singles. But you know how
okay.
you know with
I
streams.
thought you were
can-
saying those are all the stuff
No.
you just named was albums.
Man, that'd
I'd
be fucking
be
wild.
like, yo, this nigga.
So Life Goes On. All of a sudden, My Dog, Never Recover, and Pure Cocaine. Shout out to Pure Cocaine out there. If you guys are actually sniffing cocaine, make sure it's pure.
No.
Oh, don't sniff cocaine.
Not
If you are
advocating for
sniffing cocaine, make sure you do it responsibly. So just do your thing
Talking
because
about do coke responsibly.
Do
yeah,
coke
just
responsibly.
do
whole
coke
buck with
responsibly.
y'all?
You doing coke?
How
Cat?
much?
Let me find out.
Nah, let me clarify.
You doing coke out of anuses?
But all of those songs I just named, they're just
When
platinum
I was
songs
in
alone.
VA, right?
Story time.
We capital of the Confederacy, Richmond, Virginia. If
Sounds
anybody
about
didn't
right.
know,
Okay.
You a Confederate, Kev?
no,
No,
Thank
no,
you.
no.
I
But
was
they,
on the other
they,
side
I
of the
would think so,
spectrum, so
yeah.
you get to.
I just gotta
get
double
to
check,
know
you
that,
know.
like,
they deep out there.
let's just say the first time I could wear a hat in a bar or club, it was LA.
Oh.
So if you legit, I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. I'm faded
Wow.
right now.
Jesus
Like,
Wow.
I'm dead.
Half-ass
What the
faded.
fuck was
That
we talking
build-up.
about? What was
That build-up was real.
That
you were
build
there.
was crazy.
Coke. Haha, Coke.
Cocaine.
So, Coke, dead ass. If you do Coke in VA, they look at you like you are you're lost. Like you are a monster. You've lost your way. You need to go to rehab. You're finished. Kaput.
Here?
No, in VA.
Richmond.
No, I know.
Right.
But compared
What
to
I'm saying
here,
here,
Bro,
You popping on here?
bro,
That's crazy.
cocaine is
Not-
not even like
I remember a nigga.
remotely bad if
Bro,
you do it out here. It's
I'm-
it was
you
a culture shock.
If you don't do it here, you're a
You know what I
loser.
mean? It's
Exactly.
So I
like,
guess
bro,
I'm a
like,
loser.
I
I'm a
remember when,
motherfucking loser.
I remember when
The
Jimmy and
biggest in
I
the
worked.
world.
I remember when Jimmy and I worked in Beverly Hills a few summers ago.
I don't
It was
know
a
what
nigga
he's
who
about to
came
say.
in. It's a when Jimmy and I worked in Beverly Hills a few years ago. It was a nigga who came in, and he, he was balling. He was probably some nigga, some oil magnate or something, or some nigga who just inherited a lot of money. But he came in and he was, I was helping him buy some shit, or I was ringing him up for some stuff, and he looked at me like straight face, like, "Do I got any coke left in my nose?" I'm like,
Oh wow.
I don't know how to answer that shit, nigga.
It be like that.
But I was, I
They
answered
do?
straight up. I'm like, yeah, it's a little
That's
blow
what we
left.
dying on tonight.
He's just a little blow.
It's a little blow.
See,
If you didn't
I come from a spot where, like,
blow is a no go.
bro, like, there's rings of like people getting locked up. Like,
Yeah.
niggas is out there doing
Real
coke, heroin, meth, like
Like,
meth
they going
labs, all of that.
Real meth.
So it's like, if you really into that, bro, you go ahead, keep that away from me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That
And
should
that's how I feel too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, man, that does lead to other stuff. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
you always trying to beat that
Death.
high. You know what I'm
It
saying?
literally leads to death.
Exactly. I'm
Yeah.
cool.
Because
off
it's
of
like
that.
you all.
In
Yeah.
reality, it leads to broad sucking your goddamn Johnson all night. But oh my gosh,
Talking about broad
Little-
sucking on your
little
Johnson.
Johnson action.
Oh.
Well, Johnson.
Has every-
Johnson.
Has everyone
Whoa.
here watched Black Mirror?
Bro.
Oh,
That's a
Son.
segue.
That first episode, I still I haven't
Striking
watched
Viper.
any of
Gosh.
the rest of it.
Because
Go
now
ahead,
that
go
we're talking
ahead,
about
Jonas.
Johnson's.
Go ahead, Jim.
For the listeners out there,
Fucking
the
Striking
first episode
Vipers, oh my
was
gosh.
it was called Striking Vipers. It was
Oh
an all
my
black cast,
gosh, dog.
and
it was a great episode though. By the way,
it was a really good episode.
was good,
I
but
thoroughly enjoyed it.
weird.
It was very weird, and it was. I kind of understand the vision behind it and the story behind it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like how all these kids, they build these relationships
These
with one
bromances.
another,
Yeah.
playing video games online,
Mm-hmm.
that they don't realize that they're like obsessed with each other.
Yeah.
And it can lead to something else. That's what I got from it.
Okay, that's a
But
good
them
way to
niggas-
interpret. That's not even how I saw
Yo,
it. I
that's
just
not
saw it,
how
I
I
was
saw
like, wow,
it.
this is just fucking
Niggas
wild.
is
I was like, at first I was like,
bro.
oh, okay, this must be kind of crazy.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
you
Like,
remember
they're gonna
the
be fighting.
scene
It's like,
whenever
oh, whoa.
Homeboy, I think it's Yahya
Abdul
Abdul-Mateen.
Yeah.
said it. Whenever he had first came in and met Anthony Mackie and his, she wasn't married. They weren't married yet.
Shout out
He
to
was-
Yaya though. He's a
Shout
great
out
He's a good
Yaya.
actor. He's a
Yeah,
good
he
actor.
is.
Yeah.
I remember first seeing him in the Get Down. Y'all remember the Get
Yeah,
Down?
yeah.
Yes,
of course.
I'm mad that show got canceled.
me
I
too.
know, bro.
Me
That
too.
was
I know,
crazy.
yeah, for real.
I heard
for
it was
real.
hella expensive.
It was
though.
super expensive.
Yeah.
It was actually the
I
most.
heard- I heard
It
it
is
was
the
like
most
100
expensive show
Netflix
in
show.
Netflix history.
I believe it. I
Wow.
heard it was like $100 million. That's how much
$100 million.
it cost.
Yeah.
I think it was like $120 million an episode.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it was
the Get
like
Down's
they
nuts.
started filming it and then something happened. They stopped filming and then they went back and redid the entire series.
That's
over.
nuts.
Wow.
Yeah,
But
anyway, go ahead.
expensive.
Yeah.
I remember like one of the opening scenes during the Striking Vipers episode is whenever I saw when Bruh first came in and he was real handsy with Anthony Mackie.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
remember-
saw that.
kind of-
I
Oh,
noticed.
you
thought
talking
I
about
was
when they
like,
was
yeah.
playing on the couch?
No,
Yeah,
no,
and then
not the
they got-
couch.
But you remember,
Yes, I
and then
remember
he
that.
tried to like almost playfully humping him when his
Yeah.
girl
Yep.
came out.
Yep.
Was like,
It was
I was
a
like-
little
when I saw that, I
No,
was
but I'm talking
like,
about when
okay,
they were-
this is
when they were at the club, he was touching Bruh.
oh, he was.
Yeah, he was like touching on his chain or his jewelry or something like that.
Oh.
He was getting real handsy with him in the club. So that had kind of already let me know like, okay,
You saw
I
that
think
shit
I
was
kind of
going
already see where
immediately.
this might be going.
By the way,
When these niggas introduced
the girl that played Anthony Mackie's wife, what's her name?
I don't even know.
She's a fine piece
She's-
of work.
she's
Oh my god.
fine.
When
She-
I
I
first
remember
saw
from
her
Sci-
in 42,
She
Yeah,
was
I
Jackie
was like,
Robinson's
wow,
wife
man,
in,
she's a great,
in
she's
42.
great.
But she was also
actress.
you remember Sleepy Hollow? It was a short-lived show on Fox.
I don't
It was,
know.
it was a show where she was like at that time. This was like when I kind of guess like the black renaissance of modern day TV kind of started. She was like one of the first or one of those people, like along with Kerry Washington and Viola Davis, who was the lead of a show on a network that don't normally have black leads.
Yeah.
So shout out to her.
Yeah,
just
shout
for
out to
that.
her, man.
Yeah, shout out,
Beautiful,
man.
beautiful black
Fine
woman
as
doing her thing.
fuck.
She's
But
doing her thing.
yeah, that episode was nuts, literally nuts, because niggas was smacking nuts.
So here's the thing. This was my
Niggas was
my
nut smacking.
Wow.
My thought process after watching it. I felt like, what just happened?
Yeah, that's
I think
nuts.
I texted you. I was like, I'm never playing video games with niggas
with
ever
no niggas ever
again.
again.
Like, cause that was his. Like, bro, that could actually
Shout
happen.
out to fucking Kevin Ferguson Jr. Because who is that gentleman right there?
Oh yeah, that's Yaya.
And who helped style him for the
Dex Rob.
Aquaman shoot?
Shout out
But
to
who
Dex.
helped Dex? Who assisted him? Who picked out that suit?
Oh, I see you, Cali bound Kev.
I helped style Yaya for the Aquaman shoes. My very first styling ever.
Man, shout out
shout out
to
to
you, bro.
Kev.
And
Shout
bro
out to
look
you.
dapper too.
You know,
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
come on the show.
So that's
Yeah, get
you
Yaya
know.
on
Shout
the
out
show.
Dex Rob too because he showed me
Yeah,
a lot.
shout out
There's
Dex
a lot
Rob.
of people out here faking like they stylists and this and that. I
Nah,
learned-
Dex be
I learned
styling
more
a lot
in
of
one
cats.
day. I learned more in one day that I've learned just in general from Dex Rob. Like it's the homie from VA too.
Yeah.
Shout
So,
out.
That's Ricky, my big brother Ricky's homie too. Like,
Hey, man,
they
so-
out here doing it.
Episode was fucking
So
nuts.
the episode was crazy, but the question that I wanted to ask y'all about the episode was the ending. Would you ever let your significant other have a day, a month
no.
to
No.
do what she wanted,
Nah.
and you get to do what you want?
No,
Like, why?
What's
No.
the point of getting
Like,
married?
you know what I mean? Yeah, like, why are you with that person if you feel like that's what you need to keep the marriage going? You know what I mean?
Nope.
And not to say, and you know, I ain't never been married or nothing. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know everything there is to know about marriage or why this shit should or how this shit should work. But I just feel like if you're getting married to somebody and you're like, I want to be with this person for the rest of my life. You know what I mean?
why
Like,
you have
this
to
is-
bring somebody else in it?
Like, why even give yourself the opportunity for an out? Like, why I feel like you have to do some shit like that to keep it going? You know what
I mean, I know
Like,
nowadays with marriage, you know, some people are more traditional. Some people are more like, okay, I'm going to write my own rules for marriage. But in essence, you know, when you really think about like the full core foundation of marriage, of course, you know, if you're looking at it from a, It depends on how you're looking at it, I guess. It depends on if you're looking at it from a religious standpoint versus someone who's just looking at it as, okay, I just want to marry this person. It ain't got no religion, no religious beliefs behind it. I just want to legally be bound to this person for the rest of my life, which also could fuck you in the long run.
Absolutely.
But anywho, but yeah, it really just, I guess it depends. But you know, letting your spouse, not even letting. Here's the thing: you can't let someone do shit. You can't let them. I've always hated that term of, would you let your spouse do something? No, your spouse is grown. Your spouse is going to do what they want to do whenever they want to do it. They are still individuals who have their own minds and they think the way that they want to think. Now, you would hope that they will respect your marriage and your union enough
to not do some shit like
not
that or
do
even
that.
want to.
That is what you're genuinely hoping. But if the person wasn't fully in the marriage in the first place, because a lot of people get married and they not in it, they just doing it because it looks good, it looks fun, like, yay, I can be in a relationship with one person and fuck them forever, yay. It's not always like that for a lot of people. A lot of people do it because they're pressured. Sometimes it's like a goddamn like cultural thing, usually. So if you're letting or not letting, I said I don't like that term, but if you're in agreement to, you know, both you and your spouse are basically opening a marriage, even if it's only open for a night.
Yeah.
I'm still pretty much on the stance like, well, why get married? Just be in a partnership.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't have to get the laws involved.
So how about this? How about if y'all married for 30 years or so, and you've been with that person for 30 years?
Nope.
Like,
Okay.
why? You've been with them 30 years. You
You've
know what I
been
mean? Like,
30
so
years.
if you
You
go on
already been
30
eating that-
years
you already
without
been eating that
having
ass
that,
you already been eating ass for 30 years. Just keep eating that ass only.
My thing is too, like,
Keep the finger in that butt or get in the guts.
from and you know, I love giving the married perspective, even though I've only been married for about a year and
what
5
he said he was about to say he was
5
about to get
months.
in.
But I think, you know, people have to understand, like Corey said, man, don't get married for pretty much what you were saying. Don't get married for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that it is a lifetime partnership. Like, you are going to be vulnerable. She is going to be vulnerable, or he's going to be vulnerable, whatever. And you have to understand, like, yo, you have to constantly forgive that person. They have to constantly forgive you. You're going to make mistakes, but you also are going to be learning something new about that person all the time.
This is a bond that you're
Like,
building.
people, you gotta put the whole sex part kind of like, that's not like, yo, that can't be the goal.
Can't be the core.
You know, exactly. Like, you gotta understand, like, yo, I'm in it because I'm trying to grow with this person, and that can make other parts of it more beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but typically when people open a marriage up, even if it's a closed marriage, you know, where one person is open, one person is closed, it usually always has to do with sex. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why people are doing open marriage. Well, it's not the only. Don't get me wrong. People out there who might be listening to us who are in open marriages sometimes.
That'd be nuts.
If you listen
If
to
I'm
us
rich
and you
as
in
a
open
bitch,
marriage,
nah.
Bro, I'm not.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
there's
like,
that's just one thing.
Like, dude, like you married a woman, you're like, yo, this is the mother of my children, and you letting some other man stroke her,
Right.
like, and being okay with that.
Just think about that.
That's
What?
tough,
No.
especially if there's like stats proving that people are wired when it comes to their, I guess, the way that they see relationships or lovers. Some people feel like they are polyamorous people, to where they can have multiple lovers. Some people are wired for monogamy. So if you get into a monogamous relationship, you in essence, you cannot see yourself being with anyone other than the person that you marry. That's the purpose. It's a monogamous relationship. But whenever you marry someone who thinks they're monogamous, or they say they are, and they actually wanted more than monogamy, they weren't really all that ready for marriage anyways. So what's the point of,
We got to set a poll on the Miseducated podcast.
set a poll for
We're
that.
gonna set a poll and see what our listeners think.
who gets a hall pass, basically?
If they cool with it or not.
Yo, shout out to Texaco Dave for bringing that gas through. Like, I'm all for what y'all talking about, but
That's what
I
I just
am
bought.
faded right now.
That's
Like,
one that I pulled out of my pocket.
Yo,
Oh.
speaking of that real quick, we gonna get to the next
shout
subject.
out,
I didn't
shout
tell
out to
all y'all
Texaco
niggas.
Corey.
Yo, at that shop I was at, There was a nigga who was pulling out and hit the fuck out of a car. I'm talking, it was so loud, I had to turn around like, yo,
Shout out to him.
Was my shit fucked up? And that nigga peeled off, right?
Shout out to him.
Right, no, but hold on, listen. So we in the shop, right? And all of a sudden security come in and it was like, somebody got a black Nissan. Does anybody got a black Nissan? Nobody's answering, right? And he's like, well, somebody hit the fuck out of your car and the bumper came off. And we gotta tow your shit. You know what I mean? Type shit. And so brother just rushed out. Bruh.
Left the weed?
Nah, I mean, he came back and bought it or
Okay.
whatever. Like, finished paying.
You said it was a brother?
Nah, actually, I'm sorry.
What did you say? It was a what? Rushed out?
I said, nigga just rushed out. Brother just rushed out.
What color? Who was it? Was he white?
Nah, I don't think he's white. I don't know what he was like.
Nigga, you said brother. Like, brothers only mean
Alright,
one
my bad,
thing.
my nigga. I was just bringing it up because that's what
Yo,
I
why-
went to get the gas, bro.
Why you doing this to him?
All right.
I'm sorry, I'm just in the zone. I'm trying to figure out who the fuck car got hit because I'm hurting for him.
I thought it was.
Bro,
if they were white, then that's just our ancestors.
Nah, he
taking care of them.
he was a couple different races or something.
Right.
I don't know.
This nigga
What
Corey
you
is
got,
holding
Jimmy?
that blunt with
But
his
yeah,
legs crossed.
What you got for us?
Like
man?
he
Yo,
on a
This
picnic.
motherfucker-
Let me tell you
this
something.
motherfucker got
If it was a
he
white
got his
person-
legs crossed with some Birkenstocks and smoking weed, tipping his fucking hat on.
And his belly button shirt.
And his belly
Got his
button.
name
Yo, the whole podcast will be wearing Birkenstocks by December. That's on
Why?
my life. I know it's gonna
We all
happen.
five
Hey, look,
Birkin
I'm
boys.
next. I promise you I'm next. I was in the
Birkin
store
boys.
yesterday.
And
We're about to
Hawaiian
shout
button
out.
ups.
We're gonna have the Birkin Boys little webisodes.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't
And,
wait.
You know, niggas just gonna be going to In-N-Out ordering shit.
Yeah, y'all gonna want to
Going
get
to the corner
Birkenstocks.
store, asking for Dunkaroos and E&J,
Bro.
shit like that.
Speaking of shit.
No.
Where is this going?
Yeah,
Oh
where
goodness,
we-
because niggas is taking shits in their Birkenstocks. You go into the stalls, you might see some Birkenstocks there. It might be me, might be Kev. Who knows? Where's the wildest place you've ever taken a shit? That is a question.
Oh, I'll give you mine.
There
What's
goes the
up?
neighborhood.
The wildest place I took a shit was
Look at Dennis. Hold on, wait. Pause.
Nah, because I thought about it with where I did it, but go ahead.
Ooh, go ahead, Jimmy.
for me was airplane.
On
And
the
just
airplane? I've done that.
and considering that I'm 6'6",
Oh,
and for
wow.
me to go into a bathroom or restroom in a plane, I already have to bend down to go in, and for me to turn around, I have to like squeeze my way around. You can only imagine. I had to squat on the
Nigga turning
toilet.
the Gumby, goddamn.
I had to squat on the toilet. I had my feet, I had my feet on the fucking rim of the toilet.
That's what's up.
Yeah, oh, Jesus.
I had my hand on the sink, and I had my.
Yo,
This is
what
nuts.
in all of
This nigga was twerking on the toilet. Pause.
That's it.
How low can you go? Can you go down low?
Yo,
Can you bring it to the float? How low can you go?
Hey,
Can you bring it to the top?
whoa.
Like it never stop?
Okay.
Can you bring it to the top?
did your poo ever drop? So,
That nigga.
so
That's crazy.
I was fucking squat over the joint, my feet on the rim.
You ain't have no clean sneakers on.
Hold
did you?
on. Who sings that song?
That's the
It's
Cha Cha
Juneteenth?
Slide motherfucker
Yeah, by who?
by goddamn.
It's a brother, and we don't
It's a
fucking
nigga.
know. So guess what?
What?
Copywriting's out the window.
That's
We're running it.
On the 8th sample.
So I had one hand on the wall, I had the other hand on the sink, and I let that shit fly. And I was scared because
Let
I
the
was
shit fly.
yeah, I
My
let
man. Get your shit off.
because the shit was on the plane. Okay, all right. I see what you did there, but
Yo!
I was scared that the shit was gonna like hit my foot.
When the shit hits the fan.
Yeah, because since I'm not physically sitting on it,
Yeah, so it's
when
like,
it shoots out, I didn't want it to hit like the fucking
residue,
bowl.
man. Oh,
that would've been-
flashback.
Yeah, and I didn't want it to hit my feet. So luckily, my aim was great. It slid right
My
through.
aim was
what
great, like it
sneakers
was
you was wearing?
Yo, this nigga thinking a post game interview
know
talking
what?
about some. My aim is great.
My aim was great,
Jimmy just said something that's good. That's good.
and I almost caught a Charlie horse while I was doing
Whoa.
that. So I had to hurry up and let it fly.
Yeah.
Because I was seconds away from catching a Charlie horse. I had to stand up.
Crazy.
I had to stand up in that tiny like 10 square foot bathroom, and I had to like maneuver my way around and shit, clean my hands, and walk out
Well,
like
you know,
nothing happened.
Having a little splashback on your ass when you're using the restroom, sometimes it feels a little good. It's like,
Whoa, it
Wait.
does not feel good, fam.
Wait,
Why would
you
that
talking
feel
about like when you
good?
take a doodle and the water splashes back on you?
Why would that feel good?
Nigga, you could
Like
just
it's
use a bidet. You could just use a
I've
I've
bidet.
used a
Bidet.
bidet before. Shit's
I
cool.
I grew up with a bidet.
I don't want. I don't want.
Hold on,
Hold
rich
on,
ass
pause. Damn. You're making us all look like.
It's a
wait,
European
wait.
thing, though. It's
No.
a European thing.
Listen. Listen.
Indeed.
I don't want to ever use a bidet. I don't want no water shooting on my butt. I don't want that. I don't want that.
Well, you gotta wash the booty.
You gotta
bro.
wash your ass.
You can't be walking around with no
Yo,
monkey
ladies,
butt.
I don't want.
You gonna have
butt.
swamp. You gonna have swamp butt if you use
Yeah,
a
but
bidet.
you got it. That's why. Hey, okay. So, do y'all use
Muddy
the wipes?
waters.
Y'all use
I
the
do.
wet wipes? I use
Yeah.
the wet
I
wipes.
keep
Yeah,
I
he's
keep them in my pocket.
Whoa.
Yo,
Let me tell you something.
why do you carry wet wipes with you?
Know something.
Let me tell you niggas something.
Why do y'all ask about
Goddamn.
Hey, brother,
Why do you wanna hear
Corey's
these stories?
sophisticated.
Let me
man.
tell
You
you.
have them in your back
niggas-
pocket? You have them in your back pocket?
just in case?
I usually keep them in my front sometimes.
Oh my god.
Usually keep them.
You base your whole day around when you gotta take a shit.
Like an idea. So, yes, in essence.
Oh
But-
shit.
Wow.
Look,
He on a
Schedule.
doodle
you gotta
schedule.
be ready.
You gotta
Look, my
schedule.
mom taught me
Yeah.
a few things growing up, and there's some things that I remember, and there's some things I don't remember, but I remembered. I just don't want to remember.
Wait, so how come you don't put the wipes in the Ralph's bag?
Yeah.
I
Yeah, you gotta put the wipes in the
usually keep
bag.
the
I would
I
think-
usually keep the wipes in the Rouse bag for sure. You know,
Okay.
you gotta
Okay.
you gotta make sure you prepare the Rouse bag, man. You know, it's the overnight bag.
Okay.
Ladies and
overnight
gentlemen, let me
bag.
tell you
It's a-
something.
it's a
Let me
new
clear my
duffel.
name again
It's a
because
new
these
duffel.
niggas is trying to get me caught
The
up.
Rouse bag.
The Rouse bag is just
Paper
it's
or
just
plastic?
Plastic. It's easier to carry.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, the paper
The
one you gotta,
Rouse
like-
bag is strictly an overnight bag. If you forgot a bag and you forgot, hold on.
Because I'm
Keep
just
them
trying
in
to think. I'm just trying to think if it's
Keep
really
them in
an
the trunk.
overnight bag. Just imagine, like, just pull up to anybody's crib. Like, imagine if you was like going to even like a family member's crib,
Man, I don't put
and you got like a fucking Rouse bag with all your clothes for the weekend in it, bro. They gonna look at you like
You got like 4 change of clothes in a Ralph bag.
bro. You got you got underwear, you got socks, you got a shirt, you got
Toothpaste,
some pants,
toothbrush.
You got some denim in there.
bro. Like in a
denim.
Rouse bag, bro.
You don't know denim on your
Paper or
toothbrush.
plastic. Just imagine that right now.
Yo, bro, I am kicking
That's why
your
the
ass
Rouse,
out.
bro. That's why the Rouse bag concept is just so nuts to me.
See.
You got sneakers in there.
Oh, son.
Yo. But I done
Bruh.
taken, man. Look, I've taken some shits. Goddamn.
Man, y'all do not want to have a shit off.
No, you
bro.
don't want to have no shit off
Swear
with
to
me,
God.
dog. Okay,
Y'all
what
Why
can't
is that a
be
thing?
What you
like
got,
me.
Kevin? You go first.
Nigga, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Go ahead.
Shit, I clear a bitch out. Like,
Bruh.
and yeah, give me some Chipotle in me real quick, little hot sauce real quick, guacamole on the side, hold the chips. I'm in there, nigga. Like incense or bust. Like,
But what's
you're
the-
not- I'm telling you right now, like
This nigga put me
nobody
on
can
some-
see me when it comes to this shit taking.
No,
shit.
go ahead. No,
This shit taking shit.
It's like it's a contest
You
now.
got me.
I'm a
Like,
one-up
I
you.
swear to God.
Go ahead.
Where's the wildest
Go ahead.
place
What's
you
the
took
wildest
one,
place you've
Yeah.
taken the shit?
The most nuts.
The most nuts shit that you've taken in the most nuts place.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have a story to tell for y'all real quick.
Kevy Boy stories.
Wait, hold on. Before he goes, have any of y'all ever taken a shit in a bar or club?
I have.
No.
Few
Okay,
times.
you win.
No.
That's it.
Nah,
That's disgusting.
yeah,
that's
that's-
disgusting.
I
I'm
couldn't-
pretty sure if it's
let me
semen
tell
on
you
the
taking a
something.
piss.
Oh,
in
yeah.
a
I don't
bar,
believe I've
bro.
answered yet.
My man, go ahead.
Continue. Go.
Have you taken a shit in the bar in the club? Because if so, then that's how we know we're real brothers.
I'm in that bitch.
Oh yeah, I'm motherfucker with some
I'm
filth.
my
bro.
third whiskey sour. I'm from Virginia. My third whiskey sour. I was on that commode.
Okay, I just gotta know. Out of all the things to dap for,
Why did y'all dap on that?
y'all are gonna dap on
Niggas is
taking a
shitty butt
shit.
niggas. We always gonna be shitty butts.
That's it.
All hell the shitty butt.
Hey, y'all
I
help.
think,
Oh,
Y'all
know
the
what
new
I mean?
Beavis and Butt.
I think forever.
The Birkin boys.
Bruh.
But yeah, so I was
about to be
probably
part of
like
this.
what? I was probably like 7 or 8 years old, right? And it was this raggedy ass church.
Oh, I've done that before.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like my view of church is because it is one fucking church.
Wow.
Aunt used to drag us to that raggedy motherfucker every fucking Sunday. Somebody grandma would pass the fuck out,
Damn,
then
they
be
died.
back conscious just by the time breakfast was served. I never got this shit personally. I never had $1 or no coins.
She just woke up when the food was out.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
just woke up before. Oh shit! I guess I'm done. Like, yeah, all right. So my whole view of the Baptist black church is kind of tainted, and I'm kind of sad it is, but like, I'm not fucking going with the charades. Second of all,
Go ahead. Take your time. Take your time.
I'm gonna.
This nigga.
I had to shit something serious.
I know that feeling. I know it. I know it. I know it. I still know I got you beat. But go ahead.
Oh man.
Nigga, I'm gonna tell you right now. So I'm 7 or 8 years old. that raggedy ass church, they have this little. They start their own summer camp, right? But they call the bitch Camp Courage, right? They tried to make it seem like it was just for the youth to go learn how to tie knots and just be brothers and wild and free. First of all, it was a fucking fat camp. It was like heavyweights.
It was like heavyweight.
It was like heavyweights.
Great
on
movie.
Disney
Shout out
Channel.
to Keenan Thomas.
Shout out to heavy
Love that
fucking
movie.
weights. It was like heavyweights, and that shit was for like the adolescents. So you had fat niggas and just bad niggas just in a mix.
Jeez.
So
a whole lot of roasting
That's
going
a
on.
lot.
Unfortunately,
That's a
I
lot of
wasn't one of
bullying.
the bad niggas. All right? I was rolling my ass in there, waiting for the campfire s'mores. So they cooked some shit in the mess hall. I realize now they called it the mess hall.
Yo.
So niggas was just in there like
Mess hall
slaves.
nuts.
Yeah.
Man, they gave us some goddamn burgers and dogs one time. We had some slaw on the side. I'm eating like a king. It's only one bathroom in this big bitch, and I'm 7 or 8, and there's a whole bunch of other little boys. It's like maybe like summer camps from like maybe 7 to 14. It's a big difference.
Yes.
So the 14-year-old niggas was already picking on us. We was damn near infants, but you know that's not here nor there. Man, one of them dogs and burgers got in my goddamn stomach, and I had to go. I'm talking about
As soon as it hit,
needed
as soon as
to
you
hit
ate it and
that
it hit.
pot.
When it
These
started.
niggas, man, I went into the bathroom. It's 2 like stand-up piss stalls. There's 1 fucking shitter.
Did it at least have the cover around the goddamn door?
No, yeah, and it was closed with a nigga in it. I was pissed,
You took a shit in a urinal?
bro.
Hey,
Oh,
Oh my
jeez.
god.
you shit on yourself.
That's how much you hated this church?
You took a shit in a urinal?
It had
son?
nothing to do with the church. This little punk ass nigga was in there taking too fucking long. And I was pissed. I was like, bro, I gotta shit. Please. Knocking on that bitch. This the type of nigga that picks
Yo,
his
nigga
around
was-
his ankle like
nigga
no
was
home training,
sweating.
just soft.
Wait, hold on, wait.
God.
When y'all take a shit, do y'all drop y'all pants to the floor or do y'all keep them like halfway up?
If I'm in
I
the
keep it
crib,
around the calf.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm in an important restaurant with
depends.
niggas night see me,
Y'all
I
niggas
might
be taking
keep
shits
everything above
everywhere,
the
bro.
knees.
Let me tell you something.
Yo, I
That
can't-
Bro, when
depends.
you gotta shit, you gotta shit. And
You gotta
I don't
shit,
give
you
a
gotta shit.
because you got shit.
Cause you got to shit. That's for sure. For sure. Let me tell you something. Look, there's some etiquette to taking a shit in public places. Depending on where you are,
There's
sure.
no etiquette.
There's
Yes,
etiquette.
it is. And you might be at a bar where you
Son,
know
you took a
about
shit
to
in a
see-
urinal.
might
But
be at
just
a bar.
listen to me. I was 7, I was 8, and it was nowhere else.
I mean, I'll
was
give you
eight.
that. I'm just saying, like, to continue to
How
do
did
it.
you? So hold on, bro. Hold on. You sat on the urinal? That's
he had to
even
squat over.
worse, son.
And I
You
got
sat
something
on a
in my
urinal.
fucking drawers.
Oh my
So
god.
what y'all think my black ass did? I went back to my little fucking camp house, my little tent. I
the
switched my
dookie
drawers
drawers?
out and I put them in my fucking bag. My mom fucking unpacked my fucking bag when I got home from summer camp and them niggas was in there.
But how long were those in there?
Right as a bitch. 2 weeks later, this nuts.
That's fucking nuts.
Them shit should be in the African American Museum. She opened that
Oh my
suitcase and
God.
Woo, nigga.
I said, yeah, man.
She probably did say that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Had the
Yo!
shit folded. I folded the
At least you
drawers,
folded
too.
that. At least you
I had
folded
drawer
them.
etiquette. I folded the little. It wasn't the long brief shit. Niggas was still doing
Still with the
tight
little
waist.
tight ones. Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
fold the little shit up,
You folded the
and then
doo-doo
both
over?
sides, and then you tuck them shits in there.
Look,
So the
hey,
doodle hit the 4 corners like it's all over.
That's just spread, bro.
Like,
Oh,
yo, like,
Nigga
like,
smeared it.
and
like,
it was just in that bitch just ripening. You know what I
Yo,
mean? Just sitting there
that's
soaking,
wild.
like,
marinating.
I don't know. Y'all remember?
the
I don't
course
know
of
if y'all
2
remember
weeks.
if y'all watch Kings of Comedy. You know, there was a part when D.L. Hughley said like every nigga done had a shitty day. So everybody has. Goddamn.
No, I believe it because you know what? I'll keep it a sec. While I'm like laughing and joking around. I remember once I was working at a job and I was at this and I was training at this place in Glendale. And I
They got
remember,
nice bathrooms in Glendale.
Bruh.
Nigga, I know that. I know top 5 places.
bruh, because I'm not the type to take a shit in public at all. But this one day, I don't remember what I had for lunch, man.
The Grove probably got the best public bathrooms I've ever seen.
Maybe, bro, because it was real similar to that actually. Going to the bathroom, bro, and like it wasn't even like I had to shit. It was just like I had like just the fucking fireworks, bro. This shit sounded crazy, bro.
Ooh.
Oh, you had the.
It's like a rare
You had the
rooster.
stream.
It's like you had
This
a
shit
rare
sounded nuts,
It's like you had
bro.
a rare
He had
rooster.
that.
Nah, bro, and it was just like, bro, I promise you, bro, I swear to God, because it came to a point where the workers started coming up and spraying and shit because they were like, yo, this shit is nuts, bro.
Whoa! You
I
had the
remember
little,
what-
you had the little Mexican niggas
Bro, these
spraying
niggas
it as
was tight,
you go.
bro.
Man,
These
look.
niggas, was, bro, I
Boy, you had
promise
sound like you had some rare rooster.
Bro, I don't remember what the fuck I had for lunch, bro. But Bro, it was over. So I say that to say, you know what I mean? So just because, I'm not just fucking laughing to laugh at you, bro.
Man.
Because I didn't, you're right.
I had some
Everybody had a
shitty
shitty
days.
day.
Everybody
Because
had one.
I promise you, outside of that, bro, I don't think I've ever, because I'm not the type
Man,
of
let me tell you
like,
something.
You know what I mean? I like to be in the crib, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, yeah, comfort just first.
bro, you know what I'm saying?
I'll take like 4 shits a day at work.
That's not about right. Me and Jim, look,
Easy.
See,
4
and then
shits a
we
day?
sit down a lot.
Yeah,
so
no,
we got to.
and I think I like forced myself to take a shit so I could get away from my desk for like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I
So
usually
that
take
nigga-
about
wow,
20.
that's a really good reason to take
My nigga on the
responsible
toilet
amount
on
of
his
shits
phone
every
till
day.
his legs
No,
going up.
I'm
No,
over there
for real.
usually, and
Oh,
I'm usually
wow.
Every time,
yeah, searching topics to talk about on the show.
I don't
Really?
really
Damn
not
near.
be shitting that much. I'm not that much. Of
Shit,
a
I'll be on the
shit.
toilet at work just looking at shit to talk about on the podcast.
That's about right.
Like,
Man,
what we talking
when I
about
was in
today?
college, goddamn, I had a shitty night, literally. So I took this old John to goddamn IHOP. It was IHOP, like right off campus. All the niggas went there. Everybody went there. If you didn't want to go to IHOP, you went one a little further down, which was just a tad bit bigger, but it was so small. Goddamn, I don't even think they had a bathroom in there. So, and that's small. So, I took a little John to IHOP. Then I took her back to her, her apartment. We were supposed to goddamn, wop-de-wop, whoop-de-whoop. But we didn't.
Fuck is that mean?
Is that what we call it
What
now?
the fuck is
I'm
that?
sorry, bro. You
Is there
sound
some,
like
Y'all niggas need
It
to tell
sound
me
like
right
you know
now.
when,
What
you
does
know
that
when
mean?
you watch like a movie on BET and like they gotta take out all the curse words.
The curse words out.
Yo, baby
Whoppy
boy is the
wop.
funniest shit.
You
in the
sound
world.
like a brother who just gained freedom and just
You got a
learned what
whoppy
sex
wop,
was.
whoopty
Yeah,
whoop.
you go whoppity wop with her.
Ancestors
Whoop it,
talking
whoop.
to-
You know
Ancestors
what I mean?
talking
Like,
through.
BET be wild. It's BET weekend, so we could talk about them niggas. Like,
That's for sure.
why they be coming out with the
nuts.
most outrageous? Yo, suck my socks, fool. What?
I think I saw that on Original Gangster. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
some
true.
shit like that.
I'm pretty sure that nigga really just told him suck his dick, nigga. Like,
Not
what?
sex, nigga.
I think it was Juice, the movie
Juice
Juice.
had the
Yeah.
worst-
They edited it. That nigga said, "Yo, suck
Ever.
my toe."
Yo, you
Yeah,
that's
that
how I know
shit.
you're a real New York nigga because that is an inside joke between.
Like, yo,
Paid
suck
in
my
Full.
toe.
Not paid in full. I'm really tripping.
Juice.
Juice. Yeah.
I'm faded, so I'm just naming a whole bunch of New York shit.
Yeah, bro. They
But yo,
Bruh.
you ain't scared, is you still? Nigga Raheem. That nigga changed the subject quick, didn't he? You ain't see the fuck.
Yo, Corey, what-
I ain't seen
Oh,
it on
yeah.
Continue with your
BET,
doodle.
nigga.
Woo! Continue with the
This nigga's
doo doo.
hot.
Yo, so
Alright, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna invade this bitch real quick. Tell y'all my second shitty butt ass story.
Wow.
oh god.
So, my father, Kevin Ferguson Sr., because I'm a junior,
hey,
he was a
Two of
cop.
y'all?
He was a cop in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So
he was a what in the 90s?
a cop.
Okay.
My father was the feds. I don't know how niggas supposed to grow up with cops, his pops, but until you've been beat with that cop belt, the thick nigga
Watch out. That's
with the gun still on that bitch,
Oh.
like out, shoo.
I'm
That
pretty
shit a
sure
whole
that's
nother level.
not even a bean. That's
I don't-
abuse.
That's different. Yeah.
That's definitely abuse.
that's
He hated
police
you.
brutality. Goddamn.
Yeah, that's police brutality. You suffered that shit at home.
At
So
home,
one
nigga.
day, my
bro.
pops was working on his little motorcycle and shit.
That was teaching you early how to get your ass
and
kicked.
the
by
house
cops.
was locked, and my black ass locked the door. I don't know why I did it, but for all y'all black fathers out there, I don't know if y'all was raised in the 90s and early 2000s.
Yo, Dad was teaching you early how to get your ass beat by cops.
But dead ass, your pops really just punched you in the chest just for breathing, like, unless that was just me.
Nah, you know
Nigga, in
what?
20 years, it ain't gonna be me who did it.
Yeah,
Nigga,
you
in
know.
20 years, you may not come out of
But I
it.
had the shit bad as a bitch, and I knew I had locked that front door, and it was an accident. And I ain't want to go ask him for the key, because then he would have been like, why the fuck you locked the door? You ain't paying attention. 2 shots to the chest. Whew.
He shot you in the chest?
Nah.
Watch out. No, I thought he said the same.
So then I was like, you know what? Let me just handle this bitch on the side of this house. Bro, I dropped them fucking drawers and I shat on the side of the fucking house, right where I cut grass. Tore that shit up
Yeah.
and put my fucking drawers back on.
Again,
Shitty, bro.
again, why didn't you just go inside?
See,
Because
that's
the
the thing.
door was locked and I couldn't ask my pops because he would have beat my ass.
With the gun on the belt.
Because what if he would have had? What if he
So,
wouldn't
bro,
have had?
you walking around with
Ass butt.
Shitty, but what'd you do after
doodle
that?
residue.
Nigga, I had gumbo in my drawers.
Oh my god.
Nigga walk around with the ass butt.
Nigga,
Bro.
overall in there.
Wait, what you
I
said?
said he had okra up in there.
You said he had Oprah.
You
and
ever
I'm
get-
like, whoa.
You ever be out in public and get
Okra.
the shitty butts, and then you just fart, but it's not a fart, and you like let a little
It's a
bit,
shark?
Yeah,
and
it's a
then you
little
like,
shark.
whoa,
Yeah.
Walking
And
around
then
with that
Gotta
moist.
stop.
But you out in public, so you
You
got
got the
full
warm
dead.
booty. You got the warm booty.
With that ass
Right.
butt.
You got that melted chocolate.
And then by the time you hit the
Pause.
shower, that shit just
chocolate
hurt.
ass.
It's just like, ah, shit.
Charlie Murphy.
Charlie!
Oh man,
Jeez.
Nigga,
so
I just lost a whole bunch of bitches off this episode,
Probably.
but
That's
it's
right.
okay.
so
It's okay.
I was
Yeah, let's hear what Dennis got to say. Then I'm gonna
I
round it
was
off.
6 years old.
Whoa!
What did you say? What the fuck did you say? Is you nuts? Nigga, put your hand down.
Why you?
Hold the fuck on.
What?
Yo, all I was saying is Dennis gonna finish his story. and I'm gonna round it off.
Whoa!
Like, cause it's in a circle.
No, nigga, you said, can I round it off?
Oh, son.
Y'all. Okay,
so
go ahead,
I
Dennis.
was like
I get lonely.
I was like 6 years old, and me and my pops pulled up at the
6-year-old
grocery.
shits or something else.
Yo,
the
we
worst
pulled up
time.
at the grocery store, and this when we still lived in Italy. So around that time too, you know what I'm saying? If your parents leave you in a car, that wasn't a big deal. then.
Steering was on
Yeah.
the whole other side, wasn't
Yeah,
Come
it?
on, man.
true.
You know what I'm saying?
Your shit was fucked up.
So yo, you know, my pops was like, you want to come in or do you want to? I was like, no, I want to stay because I was reading a comic book. So, I gotta go. So I'm like, dang, do I go to the store? So I got out the car and I was running to the store, but then it hit me right then and there. I was like, oh no, it's
that
not
feeling.
going down.
Thought the world's
So
gonna end.
my pops is like parked, next to another car. So I'm like, you know what? I'm thinking I could go ahead, let it go, and then say that it was a dog.
Okay.
That's what I
You
did.
blame the doodoo on a dog?
Yes,
the
I
car.
s- So
Heck, he in the car.
what I did was
See,
I
Dennis
went
married
ahead
already, so he ain't gotta worry about
and
no
I let it go in the parking lot, daylight.
Hey,
You know, families walking back
Midday, like
midday, bro.
my man opened the door, let the doodoo
Come
fly.
on, son.
let it fly.
Brown.
And that's when I knew that I was like, man, you know what? I do care about how I take care of my body
For sure,
because I didn't have no toilet paper.
Ooh, see,
But-
that's mistake number 9.
I used the comic book.
You wipe your ass with a
What
comic book?
comic book was
Ooh,
it?
was it a
I
red
don't
one?
even remember.
Oh, you definitely.
Damn,
He
it
did
Yo,
was
Hey,
suck.
face, he like,
He did the right thing.
you had
know
scabs
why?
in the ass, boy.
Hey, bruh.
Yeah,
I was
the right
like, I'm gonna wipe this butt, bruh,
I hear
because
you.
I was not about to get in the car with them
You know
shitty
what? And I can't even
draws.
be mad after
can't
just
even
telling
He
this
should have
nigga-
wiped his ass with this shitty ass comic book, and you know what else? Fuck all these shitty ass Marvel movies. I'm gonna be the only nigga
Hey.
to say it. Fuck all that bullshit.
What?
That
Yo,
nigga's sick.
No,
Yo.
shut up.
You wildin'.
Nah, you
After
tripping.
Endgame, niggas died. Why the fuck is there another Spider-Man coming out? I thought it was the end of all this fucking
No.
geek.
Bro, you know how many superheroes there is?
There's like a million of them.
Bro, do you know
a lot.
Marvel Universe?
Bruh,
Fuck
it's-
no.
There's
I
It's
pride
thousands of
myself
these
on it.
motherfuckers, bro.
Bro.
There's a lot of these
I hate
motherfuckers.
this shit.
Damn, bro. what
Everybody
these niggas
going
do
to
you?
the movies.
Hold on,
getting
bro.
all
You wasn't
sad.
reading comic
I
books
hate
when you
this
was little?
shit.
Fuck no.
You tripping?
No, he was getting his ass beat by his
Yeah,
dad.
with the
right.
Yeah, that's
gun
true.
on the holster.
Gun. With a gun in the holster.
triggered.
Yo, they got pistol whipped as a 6-year-old. Like, wait, you gotta see?
You gonna learn how to take this.
Right. He just
Yo, that's
teach-
crazy.
This nigga.
But he was doing it
damn.
out of love, right? Because he was like, in 10, 20 years, it's not going to be me who pistol whipping you.
Fuck not.
Whoa.
Yo.
Just do it now.
Oh, shit.
No, but
fucking
look.
see, this how they gonna do you.
I took a bad shit, bro.
Bruh.
Anywho, so, I was like, goddamn, in college, and I had, like I said, I took chick to IHOP. Woo. And it was all you can eat pancakes. Woo. Let's just set the scene with what I ate.
You went in.
It was silver dollars too. They some hoes. They trying to get you.
That warm maple syrup and that warm butter that spread like that margarine. It ain't real butter, it's margarine.
Like
nigga.
good puss on a Friday night.
Ooh,
Get a little warm.
spread. Man, if you gonna spread a little butter on some pussy, make sure it's margarine.
What?
You should never.
Now that is how you make Texas toast.
Oh, yo, YouTube.
What y'all niggas tonight? What the fuck is going on?
The Texas toast.
These niggas
that is
over here.
perfect. Because
Y'all
if you
call that a Texas toast?
if you spreading butter on the vagina.
And she got a little hair on that mug. You think it's a
give
little garlic?
Yeah, little garlic pussy. Yikes.
Yeah, there I go, mama.
Oh my god.
So let me tell you something.
Kevy's.
This is amazing. This was amazing.
That's true though, because if you and it
I'm faded as a
We
bitch.
putting these niggas on trial.
Me.
so
Going to jail. Stay right here. The cops are on the way.
so yeah,
Whoa,
man, I
this
had
nigga said Texas toast, garlic.
little garlic, little Texas
Bruh.
toast. Especially if she from Texas, you might as well just spread the butter on the pussy.
Man,
Why
I ain't
not?
never ate no puss real quick with a little hair on that bitch real quick,
Come
man.
on,
Ah,
man. They-
shit. Nigga
Shit.
like
I'm
me.
just saying the addition of butter is what kind of makes it.
A little butter, goddamn, you know.
Let me
butter
ask
make
y'all a
everything
question.
good.
Come
Let
on
me
with
ask
it.
y'all a question. Since y'all talking about shorties and all that.
Hell yeah.
So y'all met a few shorties off of Tinder and all that, right? Mm-hmm. If you meet a shorty off of Tinder, she want to link up, right?
Right.
She's like, come to my spot,
Ooh,
right?
yo.
And this goes back to what Jimmy was saying too about expecting to smash and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, y'all been having conversation on Tinder. You know, you excited. You pull up at her crib and she introduce you to her parents. What do you do?
Ooh, that's a good one. You know, just make sure.
When in doubt,
Make sure.
We
Make
can
sure
talk
if
as
the,
much.
right.
We
If
can
the
talk
parents
as
are at
much
home,
In front of the parents, just like fuck it.
And they're
look,
like,
right.
they're like, oh, you met my daughter on Tinder. Awesome. This is healthy.
that's cool. Because I'm still taking it to the room and doing what, Cass?
We can talk as much shit as we want, but my little sensitive ass, if a bitch do that to me, I'm really like, damn, I think I love this bitch.
Damn,
What?
like, you're like, wow, because she
Oh,
making an
boy.
effort or whatever.
Yeah, she making an effort. I be
Yeah,
like, I met
fuck
the
that.
fucking parents.
Like, this is her.
That's
Like,
I mean,
that's
don't get
fine.
me wrong. I'm still taking it to the house. Like,
Yeah.
take it to the house. Take it to the house.
Take it to the house.
Take it to the house. I can't get no backup.
Take it
That's
to
what
the
I got.
house.
Take it to the 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 house. Yo, but I took a shit and it was really bad. And it was when I took a chick to IHOP. You thought I was gonna really rap.
I was like, why is this nigga
You was
trying
gonna
to rap?
you was
That
gonna
is
rap
the
your
worst.
shit.
Yo, so
Start
I
to
was
a
on
rap.
the way. So we was finna, goddamn, get into our shit or whatever.
What the fuck does that mean?
Hold on.
Y'all was gonna share doodles.
Yo, nah. Her and I were not finna shit together. If you are shitting together with
You
your
double
girlfriend,
dropping?
Yo, if you
Double
yo,
dropping.
that is
sharing the
some
same
love.
toilet. That's how they get down
That
in
is
Texas.
West Side love. That's west
Don't
side.
say
shit.
West Side.
I'm
That's how they
pretty
get down in
That's
Texas.
not. That's not.
That's California shit. But anyway,
Nah.
yeah. So I took it to I was gonna go home. We was gonna smash or whatever. But man, as soon as I was finna even pull my drawers,
Oh Lord, Jesus,
Oh lord.
This nigga here.
Oh, this is about to be nasty.
bro.
as soon as I was finna pull my drawers down,
You shit?
I felt it. So before we didn't even. I think we might have had like a little sex. I don't know how I even got to that point because I was like trying to clinch it. Whenever you finna shit, especially when you're in traffic, especially when you're on the 101 freeway and you got to shit, you got to
Way too
stand up a little
specific.
bit.
I ain't never.
You got to stand up a
Yo,
little
don't
bit.
do that. Don't do that.
Don't sit up like that again. Don't do that again.
That's because you know what I mean. Like, wear the crop if you want to, but we don't gotta see the. We don't gotta see the
Hey,
midget.
you
You know
got
what I
that
mean?
Winnie
tell
the
you something.
Pooh, bruh.
So, yeah, we just we had some accidental sex. I mean, some real sex.
Accidental.
No,
Whoa.
That sounds like a rape.
Accidental, yeah.
That wasn't rape.
Sounds like a grand
At the risk of
jury.
snitching on yourself, bro. I just
My
want to
nigga said
ask,
accident.
Not like that.
how much more of this story do you
Meaning
want
that her and I both were going to have sex. I was finna
Each
shit on
other?
myself. I was finna shit on myself. So I had a little sex, meaning I ain't mean accidental. I mean like a little bit. Goddamn. So I couldn't finish. Couldn't quite finish literally because I was about to shit on myself. So I
Sounds
got
like
in-
the hinting.
Yeah. And I went to the crib. Well, I was finna go to the crib. I was trying to make it to the crib, boy. And I saw this little abandoned Asian restaurant.
Oh man.
You sure it was abandoned? How you know it was abandoned?
It was boarded up, bro.
This nigga
Okay.
took a shit in Soo Young's.
No, I took shit on the side of Soo Young. and oh boy, so
Shit.
just it was that pancake shit. So it came out like pancakes with
Like
Black
batter.
ass them silver
Like
dollars.
batter.
it came out like batter with a little syrup. You know what I mean? And you can
Jesus
woo.
Christ.
So I didn't have of course, and that was the only time, man. And I know my mom would be pissed off, like, nigga, where was your wipes at? Why was they not with you? I didn't have nothing to wipe with, so I just used the drawers that I had on and wipe with them.
I was like,
just left him on the side.
I was like
Just left him.
17, 18. I'm gonna be keeping a stack with y'all niggas, cause guess what?
Yo,
Bitch, if you ain't fucking me already, then this story ain't gonna change shit, cause you ain't gonna be fucking me after this.
that's true.
I was at my little shorty house back when I was 17, 18. I probably had me a little fucking amateur ass wipe session, cause she was riding the shit out of my shit. Turn them sheets brown quick as hell.
Son.
Yo, that is.
That.
Yo,
Bro.
what?
I was like, damn, babe, damn. You alright?
She done fucked
You alright?
She done fucked you.
That wasn't me.
She done fucked you and done made you almost shit the bed.
Hold on. Was this from previous because you didn't wipe the way you were supposed to?
She didn't have no good tissue either. See, let me tell you something. Hold on.
That is wild.
Because if you ain't got no good tissue in your place, I don't want to shit at your place. I still am. You know, just want to put that out there.
I just won't flush. I'll say like the toilet got clogged.
There
or
it
something.
is. Like
I'll
Jimmy
just do
said,
some
man.
shit.
Just
You know, I'll just
niggas reading my mind. Goddamn. But
I was a teenage nigga, B. I was just out for the cheeks, alright?
that's what's
I
up.
might even have hit the crib after the courts. I don't know. All I know
You
is
ain't have no basketball shorts under the
nasty.
dinner?
it was goddamn streaks in the fucking bed. Like,
Your
Jesus.
sheets went streaking. Look,
she might have had to throw them hoes away. Like,
what if she just slept in them?
Oh my god.
That's
I'm
nuts.
surprised y'all ain't that behind this. Wow.
We probably will.
Union y'all two got right now.
Y'all shitty
I
ass.
was like,
dudes.
bitch,
Bro,
I'm
y'all
fucking
two
missionary.
shitty
You
niggas.
done shit the
Yo,
bed.
let me ask. Let me.
No,
No, hold on.
I was
No,
gonna
this
say,
is
speaking of shitty niggas, you know, I want to talk about the Jeremy Lin just won a chip with the Raptors. Y'all want to talk about NBA?
Yo, let's
Fucking
get
once
to.
a Nick, always a Nick. Shout out Jeremy Lin. You,
Let's stop it. Yeah,
you well off motherfucker before the NBA.
yeah.
Shout out Jeremy Lin on
for sure,
winning
for
the
Because he
sure.
went to
championship.
Harvard.
Shout
He
out
did.
Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, he did. He
Shout out Kyle Lowry.
Yeah.
Shout out Kyle Lowry.
Yeah,
Lowry
of
seasoning.
all
Niggas was dogging Kyle Lowry. They was like,
All
listen, man,
playoffs.
all Kyle Lowry slander is over.
Yes.
bro,
there
they
is
were
nothing that
dogging Kyle Lowry.
There's nothing that can be said about that man
They
anymore.
said
all.
Kyle Lowry got a no.
Yo, in the NBA finals, Kyle Lowry
Yo, where the fuck you
was
get that
killing
cookie
it.
from?
And yo,
Nigga, I
especially
should've-
the last game, he
I
really
damn near
showed
dipped
up.
the cookie in
Yes.
a goddamn Crown
Oh
Royal. I
my
thought it was milk.
goddamn.
This nigga tripping. But nah, Kyle Lowry showed up in that last game. And he
Yeah.
showed up all series, but
Yeah.
mostly in that last game, he really put the haters to rest. I feel like.
Really?
Yeah, the all slander for him is officially null and void. You
Yeah.
can't talk shit about Kyle Lowry anymore.
Kyle Lowry seasoning.
Kyle Lowry is the only nigga.
he definitely put
to
his seasoning
fucking
on the
win it.
Warriors.
Kyle Lowry is the only nigga to
He
win
ate
a
him
chip.
up. Whoa.
Kyle Lowry is the only nigga to win a chip after
Excuse
going to
yourself.
Chick-fil-A.
Y'all niggas
Before
be trying
every
to keep
game.
putting me in bad
Bruh, that
positions.
nigga about foul as hell.
He
Yo,
went to
shout out to
Chick-fil-A.
Kyle Lowry. Come on the show. Come on with Kawhi.
Kyle Lowry ain't coming on this raggedy motherfucker. We might as well just talk about that nigga until guess what? Then we get another
This
show.
nigga sick.
I can possibly get Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, we
man.
could.
Kyle Lowry ain't
I
coming
feel
on
like
this
Kyle
bitch.
Lowry.
We can't
Kyle
fit that nigga in
Yo,
this
cause
room.
look, nah, cause yo, look.
Oh, excuse me, pardon me, knocked the whole fucking crown and
He
shit
ain't,
off.
bro, he's not that tall.
Chill.
Nah,
He
listen.
calling him fat.
Cause look,
That's
what's
all.
gonna happen is the Lakers is about to go on a three-peat.
Kyle,
So
turn
this
around,
nigga
knock
Kyle
all
Lowry's
the
not
shit
got nothing to do.
Hold on. You
Listen.
said they're going on a three-peat?
The Lakers
Yeah,
are not
Lakers
going
are-
to three-peat,
bro,
man.
Lakers
Listen,
about
the
to
Lakers have
three-peat.
See,
the
this
Lakers
y'all
have
fault for letting this nigga
24.
talk, man.
Yo, the Lakers have 24 million
You
dollars.
mad at me? Hold on. Yo,
Fucking Lakers.
The
Yo,
Lakers have
listen.
$24 million
Y'all cannot sit and talk about
five
shit,
guys
but-
on their roster. They got to
Yeah.
figure out how to use $24 million.
The
Yo,
Knicks
listen.
is going to be
Home.
No,
top 5 in the East next
no,
year.
no, hell
absolutely
no.
not.
No.
And I'm a
This
Knicks
is a
fan.
Knicks fan.
I'm telling you right now, the Knicks fan.
Knicks
The-
are ass.
They gonna
The Knicks
find a
are-
way to mess it up.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, I was excited going into the summer. The Knicks ain't doing shit this summer. I'm saying it right now. The Knicks are doing absolutely nothing this summer.
Watch what happens.
Nada.
What do you
Kevin
think
Durant
gonna
is going to
happen?
opt back in
I
to
bet
Golden
you
State.
Yeah, he
Kyrie
is.
goes to the Knicks.
No,
No,
why
he's
would
going
he
to
do that?
Brooklyn.
Why would he do
going
that?
to the
Kyrie to the
Nets.
Nets.
No, a report came out from the Nets today. They put it out right before I got here.
Uh-huh.
That said,
He's not fucking going.
No, the Nets said
Yep.
that they're reconsidering signing Kyrie unless he could bring Kevin Durant with him. So if it's Kyrie by himself, the
But
Nets
y'all
don't
know,
want him.
y'all know Kevin ain't coming, man.
Kevin is probably gonna
Kevin
opt
ain't
back
coming.
into his deal.
Yeah,
and
he's
go
gonna
get
stay.
it.
When's Kevin even coming
First
back
of
from
all,
his
I'm gonna be
what's it called?
honest with y'all.
He's
When
gonna be out the
Kyrie goes
entire
to the
next season.
Brooklyn
He's not
Nets,
playing at all.
Exactly.
and they keep old boy.
D'Angelo?
Yes.
They can't keep D'Angelo.
Nah, they gonna let him
That's
go.
not-
Exactly,
keep
it's
D'Angelo.
going to
Okay.
be trouble in that locker room. Kyrie is as independent as pumpkin.
All they
pie.
got to do is say D'Angelo
Yeah,
been
pumpkin pie is
acting up again.
Yo, if a nigga
No, well,
but
he's
I
a
see
restricted
what you
free
mean.
agent, so they're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
just renounce his rights and he can go do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah,
He-
and that's-
he's gonna end up going to Phoenix to go play with his boy.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
D'Angelo's gonna go play with Devin Booker in Phoenix.
Yeah. Well,
That's smart,
Booker
though.
said he's not staying unless you
They
know.
get D'Angelo?
No.
Oh, just in
he
general?
wants to win. That's what he said.
Oh, I see. Damn.
Niggas is eating
I
pumpkin
bet
pie.
you they get Lonzo Ball like they originally wanted. Watch.
Where's Lonzo? I
You
thought
think,
Lonzo's in
I think-
Lonzo's in New Orleans.
Exactly, and all three of them niggas is not staying in New Orleans. Watch.
Well, no. Apparently the Pelicans are trying to fuck over the Knicks.
They're trying to get their pick? Or
no.
trying to get the pick before him?
Oh, they're in the process of actually fucking us. over. They're not trying.
The Pelicans are trying to trade with the Grizzlies the second for the 4th pick because the Pelicans want R.J. Barrett and Zion Williamson.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because they know the Knicks want R.J. Barrett, so they're trying to hop over them.
Nah,
and
bro,
take
that's
R.J.
doing
Barrett.
that's too much.
Yeah, so they're trying to do that shit to try and pair them back up. But if I'm R.J. Barrett, I'll pull an Eli Manning. I'm like, yo, I don't want to play New Orleans. Fuck that.
yeah.
No, I want to do my own shit.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, they doing too much. New Orleans need to chill out before
Yeah.
they lose what they, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but I mean, you can see they want to
New
get a
Orleans
chip,
won
especially
in
after
that
seeing
that
what
fourth
happened with
pick,
the- what's it called?
they
that-
did, but
That 4th pick that they got from the Lakers, that pick is going to be traded tomorrow.
yeah.
It's going
I believe
to. I don't
that.
know where,
I
but
firmly
that
believe
pick will be traded tomorrow. They
I
don't
firmly
need that
believe
4th pick.
No.
It's going to be gone tomorrow night. So
Yeah.
it's just a matter of
Where.
where it goes.
Yeah, they wilding, bro.
Man,
I mean, next season's going to be interesting.
it just
though.
sucks that y'all niggas is talking about all these teams that don't really matter, except for them Dallas Mavericks.
Come on, bro.
What
They're
is this
dead.
nigga talking about right now?
The Dallas Mavericks gonna fuck around
Who
and
wants
win
to
the
do the
title.
honors?
Didn't Dirk retire this
Yeah,
year?
Dirk
They
retired.
forced
Yeah.
him.
Come on. They got
They ain't
Luka.
forced Dirk,
I mean, they
man.
got Luka
Dirk.
and Porzingis.
Dirk was old, man.
Whoa,
He could
bro,
barely dunk.
Porzingis ain't probably about
Man,
to play
look, let's not
basketball
even- I don't even
anymore.
know if I
Oh,
wanna
it's
talk
done?
For a
about
little
Kristaps.
bit.
Well,
Man,
what
he,
happened?
bro, you ain't here catching
Alleged.
cases?
Some
Allegedly.
rape shit. It happened in New York.
It's over.
Yeah.
He allegedly
That's
raped
why they
some girl.
shipped him out so quick.
Damn.
That's true.
Alleged,
They
allegedly.
traded this nigga for a goddamn air freshener in the car. That's
First of all, damn it. If anybody's gonna bash the Knicks, it's gonna be me. Huh. Tuh.
You and Stephen A.
and
And
Jimmy-
literally
Stephen A,
anybody
you're
else
welcome
who's
to the
not
show.
a Knicks
He
fan.
Hey,
wanted
man.
out of the Knicks organization.
And Jimmy-
they caught
Jimmy's a
when they
goddamn
traded
beast.
him. We didn't even know he was running around slinging his little penis unbeknownst. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
who? Kristaps?
Yes.
Yo, let me tell you something.
And he got his little ass whooping back in his own town. Tried to go
Yeah,
to
they did
Cha
fuck him up.
Cha's.
I seen
And
that.
guess
He
what
got
happened?
fucked
He
up
got
That
in
I
his own
did see.
town.
You trying to get aware of cha-chas?
The point is,
He tried to go to society and got his shit pushed in.
Oh.
Let that be a fucking lesson to him.
Damn.
So he got raped?
Huh?
He got raped?
Y'all are some nasty niggas.
No,
what did you just?
Whoa, I don't know.
You said he got his shit
How
pushed
did you
in.
get that? No, he was saying he got his ass kicked.
He said he got his shit pushed in.
Yeah, like his face.
Oh.
What do you mean? Oh, what do you automatically
Hey,
think?
Cause
hey,
shit-
getting your shit pushed in.
Sound
Where I
like
come
an
from, that
asshole.
means you was in Rikers Island and you got your shit
Y'all
pushed
over
in.
here thinking about In Too Deep with LL Cool J and all that.
Exactly. You like to get your shit pushed in? I love to get my shit pushed in.
That
No,
was
no, no.
It was after the movie.
Yeah.
It was after the
No.
He said that in the movie.
Damn, you stayed for the post. Wait, hold on. Wait.
He just gave up, bro. He didn't,
No.
he didn't even want to explain himself.
What you got, Dave? Because I know you got the question that you finna.
See how I do after that?
You know
Yeah,
what?
pretty
This is just
good.
all evidence for the trial. I got my witnesses. You know what I mean?
Man, look, fuck all of that. You know,
okay.
let me tell you something. Out of all of this shit that we done talked about, of course, it's been a lot of fucking around. But ultimately, what I've noticed here, black culture is still at the very forefront and at the center. So since we're talking about it, and then like I said earlier, it is Black Music Month. I want to talk a little bit more music. What is one album or song by a black artist that you wish that you could have been in that recording session for? You can choose one album or one song. You can't choose multiple albums. You can't choose multiple songs. And the artist has to be a Negro or, and he can be a Drake. He can be half.
Negro adjacent.
Yeah, Negro adjacent. So what's that album? Let's go. I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna say it, and I'm not gonna. I'm gonna exclude Prince.
You do not have to answer this question
Yeah,
because we
we
know
know.
exactly what you're gonna say.
Yeah, bro.
Shit,
So-
You do not have to answer this.
I think
Y'all
you
niggas
know.
a real question.
I'll go first.
Yeah,
The one
let's-
album I really wish I was around
Here
to see
it
recorded
comes.
is "Doggy Style" by Snoop.
See, I was gonna say the Chronic, because I was excluding.
You
Purple
disappoint
Rain.
me.
Wow.
The day the niggas took over, are you nuts?
Oh god.
Nah.
Or My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, actually.
I mean, that would have been dope too, because I was also thinking that, even though I'm not the biggest fan of that album, but reading about anything about how that album was recorded is like, damn, I wish I could have witnessed it. But nah, Doggy Style, only because like listening to that album and just knowing like prior to that album, Snoop was really like, he was just freestyling. Like he didn't know how to make a song until he got with Dre. And then Dre really taught him like, you know, song making, but he even still went in there. Because you listen to certain songs and the choruses like might be different from like, you know, verse to verse, only because these niggas was just like, fuck it, let's knock it out. And it's just such a good sounding album altogether, like playing all the way through. Like every song is just fire, like to the point where this nigga got a cover like of a song, like as a rapper, you know what I mean? And that shit is still hard, at least to me. And you know, everything produced by Dre, and this is like, you know,
the era of G-Funk and gangsta rap.
You know what I mean? Like, and this is like the beginning of it. You know what I mean? And of course, y'all already know I grew up out here in LA, so like the album obviously hit different for me. But all that to say, like, you know what I mean? Just listen to that album and just thinking about like, damn, how this shit must have been made, and like he had all his homies and shit like on it. So it's like, damn, if I could have just been in a room, just like listening to these niggas coming up with these songs, Dre making these beats, like niggas just going like, yo, this is the fucking verse, like, you know what I mean? Like, what's my motherfucking name? So, like some shit like that. Like niggas ain't even like rapping like that.
They're just rapping. They ain't even really.
Bro, niggas was really, and it's like
with
listening to shit like that and listening to even shit like Wu-Tang, it's like that's when you hear niggas like rapping, but it's more like these niggas are just talking about their life. Like it's like you getting a perspective of something that you may not necessarily be able to get a perspective of outside of that. So like I would say Doggy Style by Snoop, because that album's just like fire to me. And I would have loved to have been in the studio for that one.
That's a
What about you, Jim again?
What you got, Jay?
For me, it has to be Get Rich or Die Trying.
Okay, why?
Just because of everything that he went through to get to that point. He survived all of that. Like he went against the industry.
True.
Yeah.
He went against the industry because he did that whole mixtape shit. He was doing his own thing. He was defying the music industry. And then in the process of defying the music industry, he ended up signing with Dr. Dre and Eminem, like two of the biggest fucking artists in the world. Exactly. So then like just the energy in the recording of that album, just being in the studio with that shit must have been crazy. There must have been so many AR-15s in there and grenades and fucking Glock 9s and shit. Like there must have been
scattered butt.
There definitely was a lot of scattered ass in the studio.
So out of all the people that came out of New York, out of everybody that came out of New York, right? 50 Cent caught the attention of Dr. Dre and Eminem.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give it to them too. Y'all have the eye,
because a lot of cats coming out of New York, right?
Yeah.
But y'all got the eye for him, a guy that's looked at as one of the best rappers to come out of Queens, like best you know what I'm saying? Like best NY, like all time.
Bro. And then to even think like, it wasn't even just that he was a rapper. In a lot of ways, he was like an artist. And
only
like
years after the West Coast East Coast beef.
Yeah, and coming out the way it was coming out, like on some straight gang, like it wasn't no regular. I'm a rapping ass nigga. He was like, I'm a fucking like y'all niggas don't fuck with me. Like I'm not playing around with this type of shit. Like he was being realistic about this shit. So it's just nuts to have seen him come out like that, and then like you said, to have got with Dre and M, and like he was just like a musical almost genius in the way that he had certain choruses just went like Many Men is a crazy ass song.
That's a crazy.
Yeah,
the hook, the everything.
He did the hook and everything. He did the entire thing.
Bro,
so
it's like
that's a good
So just imagining being in a studio while that is happening and the whole entourage is in there and you have like all these big names and just the way that 50 was, especially at that time, how he really didn't give a fuck about anything. That must have been just incredible being in the studio experiencing that. So that's one album I wish I was in the studio just
witnessing.
Yeah, just witnessing that shit happen.
What you got, Kevin? What's your song or album? It could be a song or an album. It don't have to be a full album. What you got?
Let's see. Right now, as a 29-year-old male,
don't matter. Whatever. Now or back then, whatever.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all gonna look at me like I'm crazy, but I don't give a fuck. I came up in the era of these cats. Like I was probably like just beginning to find myself 13, 14, you know what I'm saying? Just me Shorty for the first time.
You just started jerking off.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Shout out to BET Uncut.
Woo! Man, and I found a song that y'all niggas was trying to clown me on with I ain't got no pennies on. Then the DJ was like pulling pennies off. I found a song to put in the chat. You niggas try to act like y'all ain't see it. I put
Throw
it
in that big bitch.
I put it in there. Niggas.
Pretty Ricky.
Okay.
Blue Stars.
Oh,
That was a dope album.
It's a good album.
Whoa.
Not even about the album, but just like if we're talking about when it's being made.
Yeah.
These niggas.
That's
like,
when cats
people
was
might
starting
think it's
to-
corny now, but like at that time, they were really bringing back that like sexual R&B.
I hear you.
And I was 13, 14, like damn,
Yeah,
I want to fuck
about
the
that.
shit out of this bitch in my math class. Like,
While
Grind
listening
with
to
me.
that. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Grind.
Slow grind. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas had some tracks on there.
Hey, man.
That was it right there.
Yeah, bro. That
album was hard.
That was
yeah,
a
that
fire
album
album.
was definitely
Yeah,
dope.
You a
shout out to
nasty
Pretty
nigga.
Ricky, bro.
You a-
I
yeah.
am a
They don't-
I'm
yeah.
the
They don't get-
nastiest of scoundrels.
They don't get the respect they deserve.
They don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
But
don't.
you know what? A
That
lot
album
of
was
people
good.
from that kind of ringtone era.
Yeah.
don't
come
get a
on,
lot
bro.
of respect.
They don't get a lot of respect.
They don't get a lot of respect. They don't
on,
get a lot of
man.
respect. And they, a
Thank
lot
God
of
those
them deserve it.
ringtones commercials don't come on.
Ooh, I remember those fucking
Those
ringtone
motherfuckers always
commercials.
Bro.
crazy
They were
corny.
terrible.
Yo, and then and then I remember because where I'm from, nigga, if you are an artist that is of caliber that we actually fuck with in the state of Texas, guess what we do to your music? We chop and screw that shit.
Oh, chop and screw.
Y'all niggas
Music.
ruin everything.
It don't
I
matter.
love chop and screw.
We
though.
chop
Chop
and
and
screw.
Screw
Yeah.
is amazing.
hate that shit.
T-Pain loved chop and screw so much he named the song chop and screw.
That song was dope.
hard.
Yeah.
That's a fire album. Shout out to T-Pain. 3 rings.
Shout out to T-Pain.
Three
man.
Rings
Shout
is
out
an
to-
amazing
shout out
album.
to-
Another person who deserves
no,
the
not
respect.
shout out to T-Pain. Last year at Deuce Palooza, my man showed up late and performed for 15 minutes and bounced. He didn't even do no hits.
Nigga have a top hat on.
Bro, this
was
nigga has
upset to not see him?
No, I wasn't upset. I'm just upset for everybody else that was there. My man showed
No,
up late.
fuck that. Hey, T-Pain can show up late and he can perform for 2 minutes. Not the bottom jeans. All right, got what
No,
I
he
need.
ain't do the hits.
Yo, the fuck?
He didn't do the
He's
hits.
doing all
Shit,
this
niggas
shit.
ain't know.
Yeah, he
If
didn't do
that
shit.
nigga, if I paid for T-Pain tickets
It was at Deuce Palooza. So
and I'm drinking and I'm faded, what's the one song that you have to hear from T-Pain?
I'm in
Bartender.
love with a shipper.
I was gonna say
Let me
that
buy
too.
you a
but
drink.
I'm in love with the
I'm
stripper.
at
You're
the
still wrong.
bar.
I'm
Can't
in love
believe
with
it.
the stripper part
She
two.
looking
Part
for
two
me.
with
all the
Got
remix.
the body of a goddess.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
God knows, but I keep it around. I see you,
girl.
Drop it low. Drop it down to the ceiling, to the floor. Yeah, you know what she doing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She doing that right thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Finna get this bitch over to my crib and
do that
night thing.
Night thing, night
Because I'm in love with a stripper.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm
yeah
saying?
That
that's
shit was
dope.
hard.
So if that nigga T-Pain can perform,
Shout out to Akon
Yo,
for
Bruh,
bro.
talk
Yo,
about
T-Pain
ahead
can
of
perform
his
for 3
time.
fucking
Yo,
minutes. They
Akon-
got their money's worth.
Akon's that guy.
Let's
I'm
just-
pissed.
We don't even have to go really into it with Akon, but I just want to shout out Akon just
Shout out my
for a
African
lot
brother.
of shit that he's done that he don't
Yes.
get to just do for.
Yeah, he don't.
Right.
I mean, this nigga gave us he gave us his career, you know, even though he really kind of veered away from it. But then he gave us T-Pain. But then he gave niggas Lady Gaga. Come
Yeah,
on,
Lady
man.
Gaga.
Yeah.
He discovered Lady Gaga.
He discovered
Yeah.
Lady Gaga.
Then he gave niggas Lady Gaga, one of the
Bro,
biggest
this
pop
man,
stars
I don't
you've
know
ever
how
seen.
what I
And then
It's nuts.
and then he gave electricity to somewhere.
Then
in
he gave
Africa.
niggas electricity.
He did
Over
that. And he's
Shout
trying
out
to, he's
Akon.
trying to. I think he also has like a startup city.
I think he
or
has a
something.
Yes, he
startup.
does.
Not to mention he made his first million before Locked Up even came out.
Yep.
He was already hustling, doing things.
locked
Right,
up,
you
they
know,
won't let
maintain
me
that
out.
They won't let me out.
And then what was the other
They
one?
won't let me
Lone
out.
Survivor.
No.
Yeah.
Or Soul Survivor.
Soul Survivor on
Soul
TM
Survivor.
101. On TM 101.
Another can't sleep. I toss and turn. Him and Jeezy.
It's like one of the- But if I had to choose a man, you know what?
Doing the most in here.
If I had to choose an album or a song, I'm gonna choose an album of the era that I actually me and Kev was just when we was riding a few weeks ago. We was like, yo, niggas be sampling his music a lot, and I think it kind of goes unnoticed. But there's an album I was gonna say, "Hear My Dear" by Marvin Gaye, but "I Want You" by Marvin Gaye is an album that I wish I could have been alive for.
Marvin Gaye's that guy, man.
I know the reason why. The reason why I wish it would, because of course I'm gonna exclude Prince from this whole thing. Because if it comes down to it, I'm gonna choose a Prince album.
Word.
Yeah, but I'm choosing Marvin Gaye because this is me too.
This thing in his bag right now. For real.
Won't you? Did he do? Oh yeah.
Come on, man.
I want you.
Don't
The
you
right
find that
way.
interesting
The
that
right way.
we be really bumping like that's like Saturday morning?
I love that.
Come on, man.
Was not getting up Saturday mornings and not cleaning
all
I
need is my drop top, bro.
And I'm gonna be honest with
Classic.
Y'all ain't no real niggas unless y'all had bright and early for breakfast.
Ooh, we had to talk about that already.
Bright and early, I used to think was a real
it's
orange
not real
juice
orange juice. It's like Tampico.
Yeah.
It's
bright
just like
and early,
Tampico.
you crack that.
Ooh, yikes. That's gonna lead me to a shitty day, and I got a story about Bright and Early.
They used to put the little lie bung.
I got a story about Bright and Early, but we're not gonna get into that. But yeah, I Want You by
No, we don't want to know that.
By Marvin Gaye.
I Want You by Marvin Gaye, because you know what? Marvin's room is in Hollywood. We go by it a lot when we in Hollywood. And he recorded I Want You there. He recorded Hear My Dear there. And there's a song on Hear My Dear that was sampled on Sipping on Some Scissor by 3-6.
Oh my God. I heard that shit in the car and I was baffled.
But not Hear My Dear. I Want You by Marvin Gaye is definitely that album that I wish I could have been just... I would have loved to have been the goddamn $20 bill they were sniffing coke out of. So,
oh my God.
Whoa.
What you mean, whoa? Don't say whoa to yourself. You heard what you said as you said it.
I wanted to be there, goddamn. You know, I want to be there. I want them niggas to want me to be there. So, woo. Yo, what you got, Dennis?
My album, I'm gonna, cut straight to it. Mace, Harlem World.
Okay.
Shiny suit era.
Yeah, and the reason why is because... man, it's something about Harlem, bro.
Okay,
it's it's something about Harlem.
You're right,
bro.
because I was on that. What was I on a few days ago?
That was in '97.
Yeah, too, I was on that Jewel's From Me to You for like 3 days strong.
So man, Mace Harlem World would definitely be a because you gotta think about that era, man. They were having fun. It was fun. Like, bro, the most stylish people on the world. Like, they were very flamboyant with their swag. Like, you couldn't tell people from Harlem nothing.
You couldn't. You still can't, really.
You still can't.
They're
you
still
know
doing
what I'm
whatever
saying?
the
So
fuck they want.
I would have to say Mace Harlem World, 97.
That's
definitely would have been there for that energy.
It's dope. Nah, I already said my album, but I was going to say something real quick to Harlem. We could close up. One of the reasons, kind of going back to the very first topic, Harlem was one of the first, was one of the only all-black cities.
Yep,
kind of
Harlem Renaissance.
A very long time, going on almost 100 years. So I think that's a lot of it. So there's a lot of sort of black pride.
Yeah, man. My God, I definitely want to own a brownstone.
Shout out Harlem for that.
They got some shame, some nerve gentrifying Harlem.
I'm about to say, because they gentrify the fuck out of Harlem. But
that's nuts.
But here's the thing, and it's really, really imperative out there, black people. Understand what we mean by what people mean when they say gentrification, man. It can come in various forms.
Yep.
Very various forms. It's been around for literal years. This is not new. This is not a new concept. So it's very important that, like Nipsey we mentioned Nipsey on damn near every episode, and I do not mind mentioning Nipsey on this. Take your shit back before they take it from you, before you don't have control over it. Get it. If you got the funds, if you know some people, put some shit together, man. Yep. Clean it up yourself. Don't let white people or don't let anybody who don't look like you come in to clean up a neighborhood that you have inherited because they forced you there. Let's think about these neighborhoods too, by the way. South Central Los Angeles and Harlem and in Atlanta. Black people didn't just move there. We were there.
Also,
because
too,
we didn't have a place to go.
What Jay said, don't die for the hood that your mama renting.
Yeah.
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 Take your shit back, bro.
And you know what?
Take your shit back, dog.
But and just to play devil's advocate, because I always do it, but can't the argument also be made that we don't even have the means to take it back?
No, you're right. And I agree with that because black people do not all black people have resources to even understand the very basic understanding of what gentrification even looks like. There is it's such an in-depth topic. It's such an in-depth construct.
You know what I mean?
You don't even, you just look at it like, oh, let's say we're gonna give you a very simple one. Oh, it's a new Starbucks coming to town. Oh, it's a new fucking random pet store that's coming into this neighborhood.
When the Starbucks pop up and people walking their dogs and jogging in the morning.
When Starbucks pop up, then the Whole Foods is to follow, and then it just pretty much.
Yeah, but it's also like
then the Jamba Juice.
Like going back
shout
once again,
shout
out to Jamba, but once again, going back to the Nipsey thing. You know what I mean? Like I was like, I don't know if y'all remember, but I mentioned like that's going to that block. You know what I mean? That's the only time you could be like, okay, I know who owns this,
for sure.
that on this block. you can't really go to another block and say that, and even less so.
Well, Magic Johnson does own some Starbucks.
Oh yeah, Magic Johnson. I mean, he does.
I could do that in the Bronx. I know who owns shit in the Bronx.
But okay. Well, I mean, I guess speaking to my personal experience
sure.
with gentrification, I really think it's hard to. Like that it's hard for a lot of people to have that conversation, kind of how you're saying, because a lot of these people are still stuck in the like, damn, like I'm not gonna be able to get the means to even think about some shit like that. True. Like I'm trying to live week to week, check to check, exactly, something like that. You know what I mean? Like, so it's hard. Just because, once again, you know, playing devil's advocate, as dope as it would be to buy a lot of this shit, bro, like,
it'd be very dope. You're right.
It'd be dope to even have the means to, like, sit there and be like, I can buy it, as opposed to saying, I wish somebody else could buy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, if we buying all this drip, we can buy a restaurant.
I think so.
That's
all you
true.
need is I think all you need is I think it's like
the amount of money that it costs you to buy that fucking
$12K. I think $12K you can
like
own a Subway.
Payment? Oh,
yeah.
Own.
Yeah, you can put down for a Subway.
Oh wow,
it's not about right because Subway is a franchise restaurant, you know.
So I think it's $12K, bro.
So you're the one that own. I mean,
I fuck around. And
but you know what I was like? It's like it's fire that I think one
I would
thing
buy a Subway, buy a gas station. You know what I'm saying?
Something like that, right?
Wash,
but I'm thinking
I'll open a fucking parking lot.
Yeah, that too.
Because niggas go to the gas station,
especially here in LA.
Genius, you know what I mean? I'll make hella bread, but it's also like once again, like just thinking about the people that don't exactly have a podcast to express themselves, like don't even have that means, like you know what I mean? Like they not even thinking about some shit like this, bro.
No,
you're right,
which is nuts.
But then that's the good thing about us five here. The shit that we know that other people who look like us don't know. It's our due diligence to inform them on the stuff that they should know about.
Yeah.
Because there was a time that we didn't even know about this shit, but then we get to listening to other people who are in positions to actually inform us about stuff that we should know about. It's just something that we need to continue to pass on, and that's the importance of podcasts. Yeah. That's the importance of niggas like you and I, Kev, Jimmy, and Dennis sitting in this room and actually getting our shit off, but at the same time knowing what the fuck we're talking about. Because we're not just in here just, you know, shooting the shit and not knowing what we're talking about. Even when we joking about something that most people probably wouldn't joke about. We still know the importance of the topic itself. We still know the importance of our voices that can help someone out there. So
all that said, y'all want to buy a Subway?
Fuck it. Hey, fuck around, nigga.
Y'all want to put in buy a Subway? Miseducated Subway?
Let's run it.
Yeah, I know y'all niggas got some money. So
we got a studio.
I know y'all niggas got some money.
I know y'all niggas got money. So what's the name of this episode too?
We can figure that out later.
Yeah.
Yo. But anywho, yeah, man. So
Freeway ready shit.
Yeah, it's been real, everybody.
Hey,
so
this was an episode. So.
The revolution will be podcasted. Everybody, always remember that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, the Miseducated podcast checking out.
Before we check out, goddamn, just make sure you follow us on the socials and keep subscribing, sharing, and liking.
Do that, Calibound Kev. Holla at me.
Follow us on social, man, at Miseducated Podcast on IG and Miseducated Pod on Twitter. Fuck with us on Twitter. We trying to get our Twitter presence up.
We are. We about to start posting some butt nakeds.
No, we're not.
It's skullduggery.
Okay, we're out of here.
No, we're not.
It's time to skedaddle.
We will not be sharing any nudies.